Is a conversation with students at CCP to get general information about them and what they think about the college. One of our first interviewees is
Linda.
okay, and your last name?
Oh, it's McClellan.
Okay, good, Linda. I'm glad to have you here. Tell me something of interest about yourself.
Well, I've been at CCP for a year and a half so far. I'm an engineering student, but I'm also doing a math degree. I work part-time in a bank, and I also do math tutoring for CCP.
What's interesting, how did you get involved in engineering, which is traditionally a male-oriented field, and you are a female?
I always like to play with circuits since I was a kid, and electricity was something that fears a lot to people, but I was always curious about how it works, and somehow I wanted to learn, but back in time, there were not really chances for me to go to school in my country, so I was waiting for
And your
this
country
opportunity.
is in your country.
It's Peru, South America.
And how do you find the difference or between Peru and the United States in terms of interacting with students?
It's pretty interesting. Coming over here gave me the chances to interact with different ethnicities, cultures.
Okay.
I was expecting to see just only probably white people, English speakers, but on the other hand, there were different other cultures, Indians, Asian people, African Americans, so yeah, it's
Okay,
a lot of interaction.
Okay. How do you like your subject of sociology, and how is that helping you with engineering and or some of your other fields?
It's actually, I found it really more interesting because it's more applied. Reading the books, you definitely understand a little bit more about social behavior. Even in your own family, when you see teenagers and then somehow you don't understand how they behave, and then parents, or I saw that, but why is he or she behaving that way? And then suddenly you read and it's like, well, this is being studied, and then suddenly people don't take the time, and it helps you out to somehow understand older ones and help them out.
Okay. All right. Then thank you very much for coming to the office, and I hope to see you again.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Bye-bye. Students an opportunity to talk about themselves, college a little bit, and the subject that they're taking. And your name is?
My name is Jacob Keene.
Okay, Jacob. And what interests you? What is interesting about you? What is something unique or special about you?
I would think something special about me would be my conservation of the environment.
And how did you get interested in that?
I was a land surveyor for 4 years, and when the housing market, kind of shrank, so did my job.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I came to go to school. I'm working part-time now. So.
Oh, okay. Are you still involved in conservation projects or issues on your own, separate from work?
Well, I'm no longer a surveyor. I work a retail job, but the job that I do have now does have an environmental organization, which I take part of as often as I can. Mostly it's like park cleanups or planting trees along roads, those sorts of things.
That's interesting. As I was telling you earlier, one of my peers down the hall, Margaret Stevens, teaches conservation